He is Bob. He is a cloud architect for his company. One day, while relaxing after office hours, he started wondering the status of cloud infrastructure that he deployed 6 months back. Once he logs into the cloud infrastructure, he identifies that many configurations are changed. He also noticed that new configuration is not implemented as per the best practice. Because of agile development process, every day new configuration is getting changed and new resources are getting provisioned. Each provision service has multiple dependent services. Application team keeps on adding such services and compute resources in development and production environment. These resources increase cost and violates many security compliance. It is difficult to track such changes on daily basis. Cleaning unused resources that are not being used or not configured properly is very difficult for multiple silos of cloud infrastructure. You have to work with multiple tools and people to get the state of development or production environment. These increasing number of reports and false alerts makes it difficult to maintain security compliance and optimize cloud infrastructure cost. To make cloud journey successful, technology team needs best performance and lowest security risk. Users needs high speed and continuity, and finance need lowest cost. No pressure, right? How do you keep up? How do you keep it all working? How do you keep everyone happy? Introducing Autobot. Autobot is an artificial intelligence designed to assist you manage your cloud infrastructure. It can analyze and understand your complex cloud infrastructure and provides alternatives to fix. Autobot can help you achieve security compliance as per the AWS best practice. It has intelligence to help you reduce your cloud infrastructure cost and mundane administrative tasks. Autobot helps you organize scattered information from multiple data points so you don't have to spend time analyzing multiple tools. But how? Well, you just have to ask Alexa. Autobot is voice-enabled AI that works with Alexa or Alexa for business devices. Autobot will analyze configuration gaps, finds workaround and fix the configuration. For example, it can configure CloudWatch alarms or auto recovery for all your AWS resources. Or if you ask Autobot to do cost optimization, then it will check for all AWS resources and clean up all unused resources. With such assistance you can increase performance, uptime, cloud adoption, and innovation. Worried about ever-changing infrastructure security? Well, don't worry. Autobot will help you check the security compliance on your AWS infrastructure and fix some of the most time-consuming risk mitigation tasks. Autobot learns every day so your infrastructure will be updated with new generation of AWS services. Autobot's AI will keep adding new cloud services support and deep application level understanding. It tells where you are, where you need to be, and how to get there, fast. Now, you can reduce security risk, optimize cost, increase productivity and innovation, and increase the simplicity for technical team. You can contribute on improving the Autobot services by using it with your AWS cloud infrastructure. For more details, visit autobot.live.
The security compliance.
You didn't set one-time password. All the critical skill intent invocation requires one-time password.
The password is 9976.
Great. Your password is correct. Tell me, what can I do for you in Virginia region?
Check my all unused resources.
Please wait while your request is being processed. I am looking at all AWS services in Virginia for any unused resources. There is 4 orphan storage volumes. 21 AMIs are older than 45 days. Removing old unused AMI can save significant cost. 4 instances stopped more than 2 weeks. If you don't need instances for a long period of time, then you can take AMI backup and terminate the same. 3 old relational database snapshots are detected. These snapshots were taken manually 45 days back. 5 orphaned launch configurations which is not being used in auto-scaling group. 1 auto-scaling group with no desired instances. 1 VPN gateway is not attached to any VPC. 22 unused security groups. I recommend you to remove this security group to reduce management overhead. I have sent the detailed summary to your Alexa app. You can remove unused resources by saying, "Clean up all unused resources." Would you like me to do anything else?
Clean up all unused resources.
Please wait while your request is being processed. I am looking at all AWS services in Mumbai for any unused resources. I have cleared unused resources, but unfortunately because I have found few unused security groups with wrong dependency configuration did not allow me to clean up. You need to clean up those manually. I have not removed any EC2 AMI image because of security reasons. You can terminate old AMI from AWS Management Portal. Do you need any more help?
I'm not able to connect to the server over the VPN.
Please wait while your request is being processed. There's 2 VPN connection in upstate, 1 VPN connection's down. I suggest you to check on-premises VPN device configuration. If tunnel is going down because of idle timeout, then you can keep the tunnel alive with IPSLA or continuous ping traffic from your on-premise device. I have also noticed that you have configured policy-based VPN with static route. With this configuration you will not be able to implement redundant VPN tunnels. I strongly recommend you to use route-based VPN configuration at your on-premises VPN device. During troubleshooting I found that 4 VPN gateway route is not getting propagated. If you are trying to access instance from subnet associated with that route table, then you may want to enable it. If still you are not able to connect to instance, then check security group configuration. It can be issue with EC2 instance port configuration. Make sure that configuration is set correctly on your on-premise firewall ports as well. Since AWS VPN supports single subnet association, make sure you are using single subnet association at your on-premises VPN device.
Verify the VPC configuration.
Please wait while your request is being processed. I am checking the VPC configuration in Mumbai region. One VPC is not enabled with flow logs. It's recommended to enable VPC flow logs for security-related issue identification. One VPC is not using private subnet. I strongly recommend to use private subnet for business-critical data like database. One VPC are not using any endpoint services. I strongly recommend to use VPC endpoint like S3 and DynamoDB to optimize performance. It's recommended not to use default VPC. Also make sure to use access control lists in all subnets for parameter level security hardening. Would you like me to do anything else?
Is SSM configured in all instances?
Please wait while your request is being processed. It's recommended to use SSM, because enabling SSM will help you to adopt serverless administration. 33 instances are not configured with SSM agent. It's recommended to configure the same to reduce management overhead. Would you like me to do anything else?
Backup all production servers.
Please wait while your request is being processed. I have initiated the backup actions on all the production instances. Would you like me to do anything else?
Start all development servers.
Please wait while your request is being processed. I have initiated the start actions on EC2 development instances. Would you like me to do anything else?
Set the region to Virginia.
Okay, your region is set to Virginia. What can I do for you?
How many production servers are running?
Please wait while your request is being processed. In Virginia region, I am checking for your requested resources. I am also checking if you have any old generation instances running. Migrating instances to new generations can optimize cost and performance. There are 1 running EC2 instances. Do you want me to execute any action on it? For example, starting or stopping development servers. Or maybe back up all production servers. Do you need any more help?
Stop all production servers.
Please wait while your request is being processed. I cannot take risk of stopping production instances. After risk assessment and taking planned downtime, you can do such critical maintenance activity manually.
AWS has any scheduled events?
There are few scheduled maintenance activity is identified in AWS infrastructure. I have provided the details of affected service and changed to your Alexa app. Do you need any more help?
Send me the optimization report.
I have done optimization, security, fault tolerance check. I have sent you the summary of report to your mail. You can also check details of unused resources or security compliance by asking, check security compliance or check my unused resources.
Stop, Alexa.
It was my pleasure speaking with you. Have a nice day.
Set my monthly budget to $2,000.
I have updated monthly budget to $2,000. Is there anything else you want me to do?
Update my annual budget.
I have updated your annual budget to $27,883. Is there anything else I can do?
What is the status of my yearly budget?
In this year's budget, your AWS utilization is higher than expected, but I think still there is a chance to reduce it. 19% of your budget is already utilized. Your current year spend is $5,549. According to my analysis on historical resource utilization, I can forecast that this year your bill will be $27,883. I recommend you to check for any unused and underutilized resources. This year reserved instance was not utilized for 1,095 hours. Your reserved instance is utilized 97%. Last month your reserved instance utilization was 98%. Unused reserved instance can lead to higher total cost of ownership over the period of time. Finding more opportunity to reserve instances and utilizing the same is key to optimize TCO. Is there anything else you want me to do?
Check security compliance.
Please wait while your request is being processed. I am looking for all AWS configuration to identify any security vulnerability. In my security analysis, I have found that you are not applying least privilege policy in your AWS account. There are 7 IAM users and 21 IAM roles configured with full administrator privilege. AWS EC2 roles with administrator access can lead to malicious attack on AWS infrastructure. As per the Forrester study in 2016, misuse of privilege is causing 80% of security breaches. It's highly recommended to create least privilege access policy for operating system and AWS level users. 2 access keys has not been used more than 100 days. As per the security best practice, you should remove old unused access keys. 5 access keys wasn't rotated in past 6 months. Your IAM password policy is not enforcing user to set complex password. You should configure password policy that enforce uppercase, lowercase, numbers, special characters, and password length more than 8 characters. 7 AWS IAM users has not enabled multi-factor authentication. 3 AWS IAM users has not logged in more than 30 days. Such type of users can increase the risk of unauthorized access. 2 S3 buckets has public read access over the internet. I recommend you to harden bucket policy and close write access. If your content require internet user access, then you can use CloudFront with origin protection, signed URL or HTTP header referrer for restricted S3 bucket access. There are 3 security groups having unsecure access for common vulnerable ports. 8 security group configured with port 22 open to internet. Please close it as soon as possible. You should use AWS Systems Manager or use Bastion Host for any OS level administration. 32 EC2 instances are not assigned with any IAM role. IAM role is also important for Systems Manager automation functions. Since your key rotation policy is high, it's strongly recommended not use AWS access keys and secret keys in your application code. You should use IAM role instead of access key and secret keys. CloudTrail is also not enabled, so auditing and tracing AWS infrastructure access will be difficult. I suggest you to enable it as soon as possible. I have also noticed that current root account is not configured with multi-factor authentication. You should enable it as per the best practice. You seems to be old school guy darling. Why still 27 instances are not in VPC network? I recommend you to move instances from EC2 Classic to VPC Network. You have 4 instances which has capability of EBS optimized service, but it's not configured. You can configure EBS optimized configuration in instance for better storage performance. There are more than 47 EBS volumes which are not encrypted. If your security policy requires encryption at rest, then I recommend to enable it. Protecting S3 objects from accidental deletion should be highest priority. Currently 35 S3 buckets are not configured with versioning. S3 bucket versioning can help you prevent against accidental deletion of object. I have found that 3VPC is not enabled with flow logs. It's recommended to enable VPC network flow logs for security-related issue identification. Also 3VPC, which is not using private subnet. I strongly recommend to use private subnet for business-critical data like databases and ERP systems. I have noticed that 3VPC is not using any endpoint services. It's recommended to use endpoint services like S3 and DynamoDB to optimize performance. I have sent you the details of the same on Alexa app. Is there anything else you want me to do?
Is my CloudWatch alarm configured properly?
Please wait while your request is being processed. I am checking the CloudWatch alarm configuration in Virginia region. There's 33 EC2 instances are not configured with auto recovery. It's strongly recommended to configure auto recovery to recover instance from AWS system failure. 33 EC2 servers are not configured with operating system level check. Any OS level failure will not be detected without this alarm. 33 EC2 instances are not configured with any CPU threshold monitoring. It's recommended to configure it for any application level availability issues. 99 EBS volumes, not configured with storage latency performance threshold. It's strongly recommended to configure it for database and I/O intensive workloads. You have 4 instances which has capability of EBS optimized service, but it's not configured. You can configure EBS optimized configuration in instance for better storage performance. Enabling this service require instance in stopped state. One elastic or public IP, not attached to any instances. I can clean up the same if you think it's unused resource. I can also help you configure alarm for all your instances. You just have to say, configure alarm as per the best practice. Is there anything else I can do?
Configure CloudWatch alarms as per the best practice.
Please wait while your request is being processed. I am checking the CloudWatch alarm configuration in Virginia region. I have configured other compute and storage monitoring alarms according to followed best practice. Currently my skill will not be able to provide templatized custom alarm. I am learning to adopt this functionality. Currently, you can log into AWS portal modify the same. Is there anything else you want me to do?
What is the size of elastic block storage?
Please wait while your request is being processed. In Virginia region, I am checking EBS volume size. There are 47 EBS volumes found. Total size of EBS storage is 2.0 terabytes. Is there anything else you want me to do?
Clear CloudFront development cache.
Please wait while your request is being processed. CloudFront cache has been cleared for development environment. Would you like me to do anything else?
What is the size of S3 storage?
Please wait while your request is being processed. I'm learning every day. Currently I am not able to process large number of S3 buckets. Let me give a try if I can help you with your request. I am checking S3 storage utilization in Mumbai region. I have found 12 S3 buckets in your account. In Mumbai region there are 11 buckets available. All buckets in Mumbai is using total 17 terabytes storage. Since your storage utilization is high, I recommend configuring storage tiering to optimize cost. There are 12 buckets where you should enable S3 analytics to identify object access pattern and move or delete unused objects from S3 bucket. You can find out about other region by setting different region. For example, you can set the region by saying, set the region to London. Would you like me to do anything else?